Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Go to War. I am Stip and this is going to be part 77 of my Imperial campaign. We're playing as the Julii, and this just may be the last episode of this campaign. It's hard to believe it though, so I'm not going to actually believe it until I see it. And I know that I was able to save Lovosic in the last episode. My faction leader's army was able to come up here and destroy the army that was besieging the settlement for some time. Now there's still one Brudii stack in the neighborhood. I'm not going to seek out an engagement against it just to try to save some time here. For all intents and purposes, I would say that this region has been secured, even though there are more Brudii forces on the way. These forces look pretty weak, and this force as well, despite the fact that it does have a hand... it's a few units. So they might be full strength units, but still, I would say that with my faction leader, Lucius Victor, and then General Marcus Aemilius up here, again, not a full stack, but there is some numbers here, as well as Cornelius Minucius down here, being followed up by some Praetorians. There's enough in the neighborhood. In fact, this brave man, Aulus Averius, who did hold down Lovosic for some time, his battered force, and this is all that does remain, he could actually, he could move away, but I don't think there's any reason to right now. I think that we can just kind of stay there in his fort and remain safe for now. And then we were able to also fend off the forces around here. And yeah, this was almost a travesty just because my reinforcements would not come in and help me. So this force is being sent back. And then, yeah, this force, if they wanted to, they could deal with the Brudii, small Brudii army here, but it's not going to be... Yeah, I'm not going to seek out an engagement there as well. Again, just to save time. So I think that in next turn, what I can do is try to leave Sparta, and I think that I might be able to. I'm going to have a peasant trained up, and then I can leave Valerius Tuditanus, who did just come of age in the last episode. He has 1 point of influence, so he can help out the public order in that regard. And is there anything else that does help out the public order? No, in fact... Oh no, this does, yeah. +2 to law does overwrite the +1 to unrest. So that does help out there, the strict trait. So he's going to hold down the fort while his dad, I presume, Manius Tuditanus, is going to be leaving with the army. And they're going to be attacking Corinth. So that's going to be helping things out as well, because that's going to give us control of the statue of the Zeus at Olympia. And that's going to be giving us that +4 bonus to population loyalty in all settlements, which is going to be very nice. Yeah, helping us hold things down. And up here, this is the real question. I was wondering if I'm going to have the strength to push on through to Salona with just this one army. And I was considering waiting for reinforcements to come in the form of this army down here, sailing from Sicily. It's going to take some time because they do have onagers, so they're kind of slowed down. The other idea that I just had is that, so I do have these Praetorian Cav coming on, and they're going to be coming on this boat, and they will be replacing the Legionary Cav in this army. And then in addition to that, I was thinking... I have these urban cohorts up here, and I was going to route them up here to this army in addition to this Legionary Cav and these Praetorian cohorts. And I was thinking that this army needed a bit more juice to kind of keep it, fully functional and able to hold down the fort up here. But honestly, I think this army is probably strong enough just to at least kind of hang out and be a disruption. If the Brudii forces want to attack Segestica, I think I'm going to be fine there. I have the large stone walls and a solid garrison, actually. Yeah, archers, Praetorian cohorts, legionaries, like this is really not bad. And sure, the enemy army itself also has put some pretty chunky infantry, but still, I might be fine here. So I'm going to reroute these urban cohorts down here. Maybe put them on these boats, or this boat, and then send them down here. And maybe just with those, those urban cohorts and those Praetorian cavalry, maybe that's going to be enough to kind of tip things in my balance for the battle for Salona. Yeah, I was thinking about waiting, but I mean, they don't have a general in this army. And they do here, Aulus Avidius, 3-star general, but we don't know anything else about him. I don't have a spy inside, eh? Can we get you inside? 100% chance.
Watching, waiting.
And what do we know about this man? Okay, so he has extra valor on his general's bodyguards. And then, is there anything? Ooh, -1 from personal security, so he's a bit easier to assassinate. Okay. Do I have an assassin nearby? Well, the gladiator, that's +1 to personal security, so that might negate the harsh ruler. And same with the pet lion as well. Yeah, that's another +1 to personal security. Alright, anything else here? Trader, tax assessor, PD speaker, judgmental. So I'm not seeing any morale traits, just the 3 stars. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about just going right on in with my factionaire, Lentulus the Wrathful. And we have a small force that's in front of us right now. We could just take them out, sweep them out of the way with this force, and then refit this force with those units that I just previously mentioned. So let us just move right on up and engage these soldiers, and yeah, they're not going to be getting away from us. So it's just going to be the 2 legionaries and the 2 early legionaries. So let's just head on in and mop them up. And I'm going to be trying to take most of my casualties on my legionaries and my legionary cav, because those are the 2 units that I'm intending to replace after this battle, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Of course, the Brudii didn't have to make it easy by standing in front of me and just letting me bombard them from the beginning of the battle. No, they made me have to come to them here, which is pretty annoying because they just had the forest in front of me, so I couldn't move my artillery through the forest. So coming around here to the side is going to be my only way to get at them, which I guess is going to work out because now I have a little choke point here between the boulder and the red line. And I'm actually kind of surprised that the onagers can't reach the Brudii from here, so I guess I got to move up a bit more here. Let's just go a little touch at a time. And archers and spears will be behind on the left flank, and I have the cav on the right flank. And are we in range yet? Jesus, we're not in range. Okay, fine. Well, I guess we'll just keep inching our way up. Now we're getting some hits. There we go. And if they just want to stand there and take... Oh my god, alright, there goes their general.
The enemy general is dead! His men know their doom approaches!
And yeah, these onagers are so inaccurate. Gosh, are you shooting at the... What are you shooting at? Shoot at the thing in the middle, Jesus. There you go. Now that our onagers are out of ammunition and our soldiers have marched on up, my archers are in range and they can start picking off this unit on the end here. This is the early legionaries, so they're going to have less armor than these other legionaries that are actually in testudo formation. So can we get them to advance down the hill at us? I mean, these units seem pretty comfortable in their testudo formation. And are these guys even taking any hits, really? I mean, not really, so I think that I need to continue marching on up. Although, you know what? Since these guys are in testudo formation, they can't throw their pilum. So I could send my cav auxilia up around the flanks here, and I can feel safe in knowing that they're not going to be receiving pilum tosses to the face. And let's keep advancing these guys on up. And if this is going to make the early legionaries react to my cavalry, that can maybe sort of get them to show their backs to my archers. No, looks like that didn't happen, but we'll keep shooting at them. That's fine. Let's make sure that I move my legionary cav on up. And yeah, now they have come out of testudo formation. Now that they see a imminent melee threat. This might now be the charge. Okay, good. So let's get Legionary Cav moving on up here, and then Cav Auxilia over here. And now they're in range of my Light Auxilia. And yeah, these guys, looks like they might think about charging into my Auxilia, but they should be receiving some Pelum tosses. This is my early Legionary first cohort, so it's a really big unit. And let's send you after them. Go, go, go. And then you guys go get a charge in. You guys go as well. And you guys go. Oh, perfect. Everyone broke. Everyone broke. So let's just run these guys down. And then you go as well. And then dogs can jump in. And let's make sure that they all get run down. So we were able to clean them up, and we did take 0 kills. So that's perfect, actually. Yeah, very clean. Very nice. And we can continue our march onto Salona. Taxes have now all been adjusted, so let's go ahead and drop this save, and let's go ahead and end this turn. Spies, solo, okay, yeah, you can move a bit faster there, and they actually lay siege to my little fort here. Okay, that's interesting. I know that their army is a little weaker. Oh shit, they're coming after me. Oh shit. Okay, I'm fine with this actually. And they left the general in Salona. So the general's still there. We're facing 2 captains. So one of them's going to be a Legionary Praetorian, Velite Gladiator, and another Praetorian. And then the larger force, the reinforcing force, is going to be, yeah, Praetorian and a lot of Auxilia, Light Auxilia, some Legionaries, 2 Onagers, which I need to remember. And then, yeah, some Light Auxilia, Illyrian Mercenaries, even some Town Watch. So, no Cav, and only 1 Archer unit, some Velites, and 2 Onagers. So, yeah, getting rid of that army when it's not in Salona. Oh man, that's exactly what this is perfect. Yeah, let's fight this. Does it say 1-to-1? Yeah, I mean, it says that, but I feel pretty good about this one. So this is going to be taking place on the same battlefield that I did fight on just in my last battle. So, and it is tempting and somewhat to maintain this little narrow choke point right here. And the thing is, though, I have the cav advantage, and I would rather just kind of sit back on the open field and let them come towards me. So I think that's going to be the plan. Right off the bat, the main army, the smaller army, the one that initiated the attack, is going to be advancing upon my cavalry, and it doesn't appear like they're going to be waiting for their reinforcements before they advance. So my onagers might be able to... Well, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. They might be waiting. Because they're not advancing right on at me, are they? So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to be withdrawing just a little bit here to try to create a bit more separation between myself and them, because I wasn't sure where they were headed. And are they advancing now? They are advancing. Okay. So I don't know if their advance was caused by my withdrawal, but now we're in a position where we might be able to get some hits on them with my onagers. Yeah, that looks pretty good for us. So yeah, we can start shooting at them with my onagers. And there's still quite some distance between myself and that force there. So I'm not going to use any archers on these guys. I don't think I need to, really. Let's make sure I'm targeting center mass. And yeah, let's go after the Praetorians in the middle. And come on, can we get some hits, guys? There's a hit. Yes, that is a beautiful hit. All right, let's go a little bit wide. My cavalry here and here. Try to stay out of the cone of fire that those onagers seem to be able to hit. All right, yeah, they're going very, very wide. Okay, so those Praetorians are now in a testudo formation, so that's going to slow them down a bit. And let's just hang back with my cavalry. Oh my god, that unit just got deleted. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, not quite, but still a lot of them got deleted. Holy mackerel. That was devastating. That one guy got taken out. Oh, that poor guy. Alright, let's go ahead and switch our fire onto that Praetorian. What I'm going to do now is transfer my Legionary Cav on over to this side, because I'm seeing on this side, I'm seeing some light auxilia on the extreme flanks. There is some auxilia as well, some spearmen. And on this side, yes, there's spearmen on the flanks, and then there's the Illyrian mercenaries in the center, which is it's another tempting target, it is. How's ammunition going on these guys? These guys have plenty of ammo. And it might be time to target something else. Like maybe some legionary cohorts here. And legionary cohorts there. Or maybe, ooh, the Praetorian actually. Yeah, let's go there. And there is auxilia on this side, so we do have to be careful of that. So let's stand ready with my legionary cav. And the cav auxilia are just going to be hanging back, waiting for opportunities. Where is their archer actually? Because their archer is someone that I could target with my cav auxilia. Looks like the archer is going to be on that side. Okay, so on the complete opposite side of my cav auxilia. That's okay though. Let's see, those spearmen. Yeah, let's tuck my guys back into my lines so we don't get picked off by those spearmen there. And now they're bringing those Praetorians up, so let's target those archers here and target those Illyrians there. And let's go. Let's try to get out of here. Actually, I mean, maybe we can just break that guy real quick, even though it is a spearman. We might be able just to break it. And then, let's see, those are auxilia right there. So those should get wiped out really quickly. And we broke them, so let's go here, and then let's go there. So yep, you go here and charge into the rear of that unit. And then, are they getting driven off? I'm tempted to send, yeah, you guys go in and go off of guard mode and hit there. And they're being driven off, it appears. So yeah, we got that mass route. We just have to break that Praetorian there. And let's get into the Velites. Yep, Praetorian. Yep, there we go. Looks good, looks good. Let's make sure archers are not shooting into my own guys. I should shoot there and shoot there. And let's get Cav Auxilia over here so that they can help out. And General, let's go. Let's see, who are you? Illyrians? Let's send the dogs after the Illyrians. And, ooh, what are you? Auxilia? Oh, okay, you guys can defeat Auxilia for sure. Just go off of guard mode and start hacking them to pieces, please, and thank you. And let's see here. General. Yeah, get into the Illyrians, and I'm tempted to turn you guys off now. Just so we don't end up killing a lot. And yeah, same with you guys. You go off, and then you guys start targeting Illyrians. You go here, and then you go, nope, over here, please. Yeah, and then you target them, and then, ooh, shit, is that my general? No, it's not, it's Legionary Cav, but still. Yeah, Praetorian Cav, please get into those guys, you keep chasing, and that Legionary Cav got broken. Let's go here, and then, yeah, Cav Auxilia come up here, you chase Light Auxilia on that side. And then where's my general? General's right there, alright. Yep, going to the Light Auxilia, looks like Praetorian cohort. Still fighting, eh? Okay, there he goes, now he's...
is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave.
Alright, so you go after them. You go after them, and then, yeah, please start running. Please. And then, yeah, let's get as many of these guys as we possibly can. Yeah, dogs are a chasing. What are you, Light Auxilia? Yep, try to get into them. Oh, that's an early Legionary first guard. Alright, they're way out here. And how many guys did we get? 71%? So that, yeah, it's not good enough.
Our victory!
We were able to kill 93% of the total combined forces, so I'm hoping that is gonna mean that we got both wipes, but I'm not sure. Let's go into the strategy map and find out here. Ooh, yeah, we might have gotten 2 wipes there. So, Suitable Husband, Pompeia, Spurious, Carvilius, 1-star General, Management, Bureaucratic, +1 Law, +1 Management, Confident, and yeah, 30 years old is a bit old, but honestly, you are not bad. Not bad. So yeah, oh my god, Stallone is just wide open. Early Legionary, Aulus Avidius, Auxilia, and an Onager. That's all they have.
Imperator.
And we could just go in and take it right now. We have our Onagers. We don't have to even besiege it. We don't have to wait for any reinforcements or anything. Oh my god. They just made it easy for us. Ooh, even here, they stopped besieging Tegesica, and they're trying to push through my fort, which, like, honestly, I mean, I guess they have their ballistas. They could attack, like, right away, couldn't they? I almost feel like this army in Tegesica should sally out and try to fight some of these forces here. But I might just actually be able to end the campaign in this turn, maybe. Ooh, Sparta's not happy. Oh, no. I was hoping I could leave. Well, maybe. Hold on. So let's try this. Low taxes, and then I have a peasant unit trained up, and then... So if I take everyone, but just leave the peasant, and then I leave the young general, are we going to be okay? Yeah, we're going to be fine. Yep, I can train up another peasant, and we're going to be chilling, so we can just march right on to Corinth. And all they have is a Praetorian and an Urban. So before I do that, let's just go through these messages. 44,000 in the treasury, and then Death Stalks the Land. This is a Matavium. And yes, most advanced faction, Tertius, Marina, Musia, new family members, trait increase, Lentulus the Wrathful, good commander, +2 command, and Valerius Tertitanus, overseer, -1 influence, +1 to farming output. That's going to be you. Okay, so the young man there. Okay. Yeah, -1 influence. So he lost the one thing that I was hoping that he would be useful for, which is keeping the population loyalty happy. So that's a bit unfortunate. And then Numerius Ogunius, Pet Lion. You are going to be here in Cordoba. Okay. And then Secundus the Mad, Beastmaster, +1 command when commanding cavalry, and 15% discount on animal unit training cost. Who are you? You're an Asterica? Okay. So these guys that I have up here, I wonder if that's coming from like a pagan building, actually. Beastmaster. Is that coming from a pagan building? Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Warlord stables? Maybe. Okay, moving on. Yep, buildings being built and stuff being recruited. Marriage celebrations, huzzah! And let's just move on to Corinth.
Engage the enemy.
And we could just attack right away. And this should be a piece of cake. Let's take Corinth. I'm going to be starting my deployment right here in the quickest way into the city center, which is going to be right through here. I can have this onager go after that wall, and here I can target the tower. And then once I have an opening, I can just march right on through. Looks like there is a unit right there, so they might try to block up the hole, but if they do that, I can just bomb them with my artillery. Now that my forces have forced their way into this settlement, and we are set up and we are ready to lure these Praetorians off of the city plaza, so yeah, we're taking some shots at them with our archers, lure them closer. Looks like my other archers are now firing as well. And you can get back. And let's try to get some Pelum tosses in here. Legionnaires are all set and ready to go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Are they gonna get our archers? Looks like they might get some of our archers there. They're not quite in range of our own Pelum. Not yet. Not yet. Almost. Come on. There we go. There's the Pelum toss. Right into those Praetorians. They're down to 60 men. Losing grass quickly. Oh my god, that's so much Pelum. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that's a good few tosses. And oh yeah, you guys, you want some more, eh? You guys want some more? Down to 30 men, and I have to imagine they're going to be breaking pretty soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and take you guys off of guard mode, and off of guard mode. And there's the break, and let's go ahead, send my general in, and let's try to run these guys down before they get to the plaza. And then we just have to cut our way through a urban cohort. Of course, we've already used up all of our ammunition. Ooh, guys, no shooting. No shooting. Why is my generals just figuring out? Come on, okay, well, you lost your chance, dude. Well, maybe not. No, they're coming back.
The enemy general is running away.
Yeah, as soon as they got to the plaza, they stopped running away, so... What do they have? 6 guys left? Let's get my infantry back to formation. And there we go. So the enemy general has been cut down. And then let's get you back quickly, please, quickly. Praetorians are coming on in, so let's get my archers and allow them to start shooting again. And then, yeah, you need to get back, dude. You need to figure this out. Figure it out. Figure it out. And yeah, archers, you can make sure you're shooting at the urbans, please, and thank you. It took a few volleys before they lost their first guy, but looks like they finally starting to lose some guys here. And they're getting closer. It's really difficult, though, to lure them into my guys, but they're almost here. Of course, we're all out of Pelum now, but you know what we do have? We do have our dogs. Yes, we do. Yeah, let's send the dogs in, because why not? Why not send the dogs in? And the urbans, as long as they keep dilly-dallying here, that's fine by me, because they're much stronger than any of my legionaries 1v1. So the longer we have to shoot them with our archers before they get into combat, that works for us. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be the break too. So let's stop shooting here. And now dogs are running down fleeing urbans. That's a great value for us. Now we just have to get our guys onto the plaza and just wipe up the remaining guys here. So let's send my legionary cav and my general to kill those remaining 4 Praetorians. And the dogs? So yeah, they're gonna rally. So they're rallying and they're gonna kill my dogs now, but they're kind of getting chewed on a little bit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just send my legionaries after these guys too. Yeah, they can go in there and get them. And yeah, they're down to 2 men. And where are my legionary cav? You guys working your way up? Yes, they are. Urbans are down to 29 men. And this Praetorian, okay, yeah, he was hanging out for a while there. So let's line up for a little rear charge here, so that once my legionaries are engaged, and guys, what are you doing? Man, oh man, the pathfinding around the city center is so wonky. It's weird because, like, sure, it's pretty bad in the streets, but it seems especially bad on the plaza where it's wide open. And you wouldn't think that. You would think, oh, hey, this is the one area where it should be easy. But it's not. It really isn't. It gets really tough around the plaza. All right, let's send my general in. And let's try to wipe up the remaining... What do they have? There we go. That's the battle. End it. And now Corinth belongs to us. And now we're going to be seeing the little video that we get for taking the Great Wonder. So let's exterminate the populace. And the video. the capture of this great wonder is a magnificent feat by our troops, worthy of any hero of Rome. The statue of Zeus gives a +4 bonus to population loyalty in all settlements. The great temple at Olympia houses a magnificent gold and ivory statue of Zeus, the father of the gods, possibly the greatest statue ever made in the Greek world. The temple itself was built by Liban in 450 BC, and although impressive in itself, was not felt to be sufficiently great for such an important site. The Athenian sculptor Phaedus was given the sacred task of constructing a truly majestic statue of Zeus. His skills were such that he created a seated Zeus that looked as if he would knock down the temple if he ever stood up. The effect of this 13-meter tall figure was awe-inspiring, exactly as intended. Perfect. So everyone better be happy now. That's a lot of green faces. Hell yeah. Man, you wouldn't think that +4 population loyalty would be that impactful. Is it really like +4 as in like 1, 2, 3, 4? Or is it like 4 as in each number means more than 4? Do you know what I mean? Because that seems like everyone's like happy. Like happy. Like no one's in the blue or yellow at all, which is... Seems like it was more, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that seems like it's more. But great. That's awesome. And that's my 49th settlement. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that's Corinth. And now we just have to take Salona. So let's go ahead and repair that. Just, you know, we're still doing the right thing here, right? We're still taking care of people and building stuff. I just want to see if the dockyard would get us if we allowed it to get built. 300 denarii, yeah. Yeah, they never built the dockyard, those silly goddamn gooses.
Sir!
Well, final things final. Salona, let's go take it. Assault. And what is it going to be, the 4 units? Aulus Avidius, you will be the last stand of the Brutii. Early legionary cohort, auxilia, onagers. Let's go bring them down.
Men, we face adversity. A band of brothers dedicated to the warrior's code of strength and victory. But we will never know defeat while we stand together. This day we add another triumph to the history of our people. We will be honored as men. Today we face those proud Romans, the Brutii. They are worthy enemies, but enemies nonetheless. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. Their position is hopeless, the count of their troops pitiful. But remember that the base cur still has a bite. We must slaughter the enemy from a distance with missiles and wear them down. Many times I have faced these people, and still they are too stupid to learn their lesson. Today, men will die to teach them afresh that they should simply run away. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
From up on this hill, I can get a pretty good view of the entire settlement. Well, not the entire settlement. I can kind of get half the settlement. I can only, yeah, because I can't tilt my camera up. I can't really see, but yeah, I'm trying to find the best path in. This is so tempting because I can get in and then like it's right there. The city center's right freaking there, but I can't seem to find a route through these houses. So that might lead somewhere. And I can't deploy over there. And there over on that side was a bit further away from the city center. So this might be my easiest path into the settlement. And before I continue this battle, I just wanted to say that I've been having some issues with my microphone. When I have my headphones plugged into it, I can't seem to hear anything out of my left ear, which is very discombobulating. It's really distracting, actually. I'm trying not to let it distract me, and I'm hoping that everything is okay in regards to the audio that you guys are hearing. It shouldn't affect you guys. I don't think it is. According to OBS, everything else is being recorded correctly. But if it's not, that's why, or something is, you know, causing it. I think I just need a new microphone. My jack is all messed up on this microphone. I've had this since day one. I've been using the same microphone since the first, day that I started, you know, recording videos for this channel. So it's probably time for a new microphone. Which is, yeah, it just sucks that for, you know, for the finale of this campaign that's been going on for over a year, I can't hear anything out of my left ear, and oh, it's so distracting. I'm trying not to let it get to me, but if you guys feel like I'm rushing this this last episode here, it might just because I'm kind of having a tough little experience here, but we'll get through it. We will, and the audio better be good. Jesus, better be okay at least. Let's go ahead by starting off and making a breach in the wall, and then once that is taken care of, ooh, they got some forces up on the wall over there. Okay, interesting. That's also, yeah, that is interesting because we, like, our forces by default were over there. So why do they have guys on that wall guarding that gate? Yeah, it's a bit curious. But yeah, we're going to focus on taking down, just create an entryway first, and then we will take down these towers and then make our advance. Damn, their onager actually can shoot at me. Oh man, he got some pretty good hits too. Jesus. Ooh, that's going to be... I didn't really think about him. Yeah, okay, I might want to have all of my guys start running. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we might need to just get in here, and hopefully we can find a way to the city center. Yeah, let's get legionaries running on up there, and then yeah, you guys can run, and then archers can run up as well. Yeah, let's hope that we can find our way in, because if we're just kind of running in circles, then this is gonna suck. I wonder, can we return fire? I wonder if we, I don't know. I mean, if they can hit us from here, and these are heavy onagers, surely they have better range, don't they? Yeah, I wonder if we can actually hit... Not quite. Let's get up a bit further here. And it looks like they can't hit us now. Looks like now that we're inside, they've stopped firing. And have they brought down any soldiers? They are bringing down their auxilia from the walls. And how are we looking? Where's... Gosh damn, how do we get in there? How do we... We just have to go... through... Oh, I don't have the towers. Damn. I was really hoping I could get in through here. Oh, yeah. Alright, so how do I get... Where's the nearest place I can get to the towers? Through there? That tower? God damn. Alright. Legionaries, go, go, go. I mean, while you're at it, you can chop down that auxilia that's in the neighborhood. And then, can you shoot? You can. Oh... Yeah, shoot at their stuff and turn on... Yeah, turn on fire at will. What are you guys doing? Legionaries. Oh, we have some legionaries that are caught up back here. Okay. Yeah, honestly, just like get up on the tower. and start taking towers, because apparently we need those. I didn't think that we would need to do this, but here we are. And then on this side, so early legionary cohort. So let's go up here and let's get my general up. And yeah, I really don't like this. So yep, let's go here and attack, and then let's try to get you around, attack, and general coming up.
Walls. Now is the time to press on and capture.
All right, so we got that wall on that side, and is that a legionary cohort? It is. Let's try to get him coming around. And then, are we gonna chop through these guys? And is my general gonna come up anytime soon? Yeah, you can run anytime now. Anytime, come on. City's burning down. And looks like my guys are gaining some veterancy, so they're doing okay. Yeah, let's just line up a rear charge here. And then let's try to get you running along these walls to capture these towers so that they stop shooting at us. And there we go. Rear charge lined up. Ooh, the general's right there. Do we have any auxilia nearby? Oh, they're gonna get to our archers. Oh, that sucks. Oh, my guys are back here. Oh, they're gonna get a free kill on my archers. That sucks so much. Yeah, that's what I try to get for rushing battles, you know? Rush my first siege battle in a long time. And this is what happens. Yeah, try to clean these guys up. And actually, go after, yeah, my general needs to go after those guys. He's the nearest one to being able to help out. And Cav Auxilia, they're not who I want. Okay, throw your javelins in, and Legionary Cav, you charge in, and then you go here and try to kill their general. And really, you guys couldn't get those guys, eh? Damn. Well, these guys up here, I mean, we're still getting shot up by these freaking towers. So yeah, stop chasing. Just stop chasing. Wait until they kill this guy. Which, man, he's really chewing through our people. There he goes. Now he goes down. Buildings are collapsing around. It's actually kind of epic. Yeah, it looks like we've cleaned up a lot of the guys on the plaza, too. Yeah, it'd be really cool if we could advance our way through the rubble, or the rubble, not the rebel. But no, nope, it's not gonna be the case. But here, once that unit, here, let's degroup them so that we can get the rest of our guys moving up here, and let's get some semblance of order back before we make our march onto the plaza. Oh, snap. Just like that. That's the victory.
They are not soldiers.
Oh, wow.
Only frightened rabbits running from our men.
So the Onager crew had run off the plaza. I don't really know why, but then you had the other units that were really like the ones that I couldn't quite kill, and they were still routing. And I think that them routing caused the Onager crew to rout as well. Yeah, that's how we won the battle. Yeah, I'll take that victory. Absolutely.
Demands victory from her generals.
Yeah.
And this day is clearly
that was an
victory.
annoying battle. I will gladly end that one. Even though it's not like a super epic way to end the campaign, but still. This campaign's been going on for, what, like...
Victory!
I don't even want to say it, but has it been like 15 months? Jesus, victory, here we go. This is a moment to savor. Rome and the Empire, indeed. The world lie at your feet. And the people of Rome love you. The old women of the Senate need not trouble you further. Your enemies are weak, confused, and thoroughly beaten. Victory. Enjoy the trappings of power that you have earned. And I'm just going to let this video play on out. Is that the loop? Okay, it's just a loop. Got it. Sweet. Sweet. No, let's end it. Return to main menu? Do I not get a credit scene? No credits, eh? Interesting. So for Shogun 1 and Medieval 1, you get a little credits scroll when you do win those games. Hey, it has been a journey. As I was just saying, this has been going on for like a gosh darn 15 months for this campaign. It has been an enormous, I did not think it was going to take this long. And honestly, like, I know that a lot of that has to do with my own playstyle, but even then, even saying that, I think that I can clean things up and make future playthroughs a bit faster, just based on what I know now about how to deal with brigands and just overall like economy efficiencies and in this case, you know, deficiencies that I can clean up, and in general being more aggressive in the early game as well. Just because I wasn't quite as aggressive. I thought I was aggressive enough until I could start building up, but I wasn't. I think that the number of settlements that I need to take in the initial blitz before I start to build up again, I think that number needs to be a bit higher. So for those of you who have been with me during this entire campaign, holy smokes, I cannot say enough to thank you for your support. It has been incredible having you along for the journey, and to have you folks helping me along, you know, helping me learn this game. You know, there's been a lot that I needed help with. and as much as I would like to say that I'm an expert and I know everything, that's not true. There's going to be a lot more learning opportunities for me going forward into future campaigns. So I am looking forward to those challenges, and I am looking forward to new challenges. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So before I do start my next Rome campaign, I do want to use the time that I have cleared up in my schedule to double down on my Egypt campaign. So I'm going to be trying to finish that one up in a reasonable amount of time going forward. So we will see how I do with that. And that's and then when that campaign is finished, then I will finish or start my next Rome Total War campaign. So if you guys are not, for those of you who are watching this campaign, but you're not watching my Egypt campaign, that means I'm going to not see you for a little while, but it's not going to be too long, really. You're not going to have to wait too long, I think. So until then, thank you very, very much. This has been Concept playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.